We can't see. Please mute it now. Be educated, be organized. A very pleasant good afternoon to one and all. I, Sneha Sarashibi of grade 9, is the host of today's assembly. Prayer is the key that unlocks all the storehouses of God's infinite grace and power. I welcome Khadija for the Islamic prayer.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث صدق الله العظيم.
Today, 14th of April, is observed as Ambedkar Jayanti or Bhim Jayanti. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, born on 14th April 1891, was an Indian jurist, economist, and Dalit leader who headed the committee drafting the Constitution of India from the Constituent Assembly debates. Served as Law and Justice Minister in the first cabinet of Jawaharlal Nehru, and inspired the Dalit Buddhist movement after renouncing Hinduism. Pledge is a serious promise to the country by its citizens. I invite Dev Darshan for the pledge.
India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country, and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage. I shall always strive to be worthy of it. I shall give my parents, teachers, and all elders respect and treat everyone with courtesy. To my country and my people, I pledge my devotion. In their well-being and prosperity alone lies my happiness. Jai Hind.
A day without thought is a day without energy. I welcome Azza Khadija for the thought for the day.
Good afternoon to all. Today's thought for the day is a constitution is not just a mere lawyer's document, but it is a vehicle of life and its spirit is always the spirit of age. I repeat, a constitution is not just a mere lawyer's document, but it is a vehicle of life and its spirit is always the spirit of age. Thank you.
Thank you, Azza. Speech is power. Speech is persuade. Speech is to convert. Speech is to compel. Now, let me call Jewel for a short speech.
Respected principal, vice principal, teachers, and my dear friends. Good afternoon to one and all. I am Jewel Joe of class 9B, standing before you to deliver a speech today on account of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Ambedkar Jayanti. Heroes are ordinary people who make themselves extraordinary. One such hero is Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. He became the first law minister of independent India in 1947 and is also known as the father of Indian Constitution. Ambedkar Jayanti is celebrated every year on 14th April to commemorate his birth anniversary. He was an economist, a politician, and a social reformer. He always fought against the injustices prevalent in the Indian society. He was the leader of Dalits. His contribution in the freedom struggle is beyond explanation. No wonder that his birthday is celebrated all over India. He played an important role in framing the Indian Constitution. He was the first to start movements against the caste system of India and for the temple entry of everyone. Throughout his life, he worked for the backward class people of India, the Dalits. He is a great inspiration to everyone. Let me conclude with his famous quote: "Equality may be a fiction, but nonetheless, one must accept it as a governing principle." Thank you.
Thank you, Jewel. A book is a dream that you hold in your hands. Who were the Shudras? A book written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So, what about hearing its review? I invite Aunt Teresa for a book review.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'm going to share my review of the book Who Were the Shudras by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Who Were the Shudras is a book written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the father of our constitution. He wrote this book with an aim to prove that Shudras was a part of Kshatriyas. It was initially published in 1946, a time when caste discrimination in society was rampant and the so-called lower caste was suffering immensely. Ambedkar theorizes that Shudras were once ruling members of the Kshatriya class who had been oppressing Brahmin priests. In retaliation, the Brahmins refused services such as sacrament and sacrifice for the Shudras. Through religious ostracization, Shudras became socially degraded and became a fourth Varna. Ambedkar cites Vedic, Vishnu Purana, and Mahabharata passages to show that the person called Sudha in the Rig Veda was a Kshatriya king. It is more than likely that ancient politics played a role in subjected people being assigned to inferior social classes. This book is a very important piece of work that was way ahead of its time. It helps us to look at the issue of caste from a very objective point of view. It is a very good book which focuses on the issues faced by the Shudras. I would like to recommend this book to everyone who's enthusiastic about politics. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. A patriotic song always covers a person with love, respect, and gratitude towards the country. I welcome Angel, Anigraha, Jewel, Abraham, and Deepak for a patriotic song.
तलवारों पे सर वार दिए, अंगारों में जिस्म जलाया है, तब जाके कहीं हमने सर पे ये केसरी रंग सजाया है। है मेरी जमीन अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द सहे, महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे न रहे। है मेरी जमीन महबूब मेरी, मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे, फीका न पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरी खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। वो सरसों से भरे कलियान मेरे, जहाँ झूम के बंगरा पा न सका, आबाद रहे वो गाँव मेरा जहाँ लौट के वापस जा न सका। हो वतनावे मेरे वतनावे तेरा मेरा प्यार निराला था, कुर्बान हुआ तेरी असमत पे मैं कितना नसीबों वाला था। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरी खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। ओ ओ ओ
Thank you, friends. Let's watch a short video about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, People are only familiar with the majestic statues of Dr. Ambedkar that dot not only the cityscapes but even the small hamlets in India. His statues may easily outnumber anybody's in the modern times. He is the lord of the 250 million Dalits in India. He is the motivation for the half-fed Dalits to send their sons and daughters to schools. He is the dream in those innocent eyes. He is the motive force for them to struggle. Here is seen the Kalaram Mandir at Nasik, where Ambedkar had led an epic satyagraha for the temple entry. His paper Janata carries the news titled Victory to Ambedkar in Nashik. This is the original clip that shows People's Education Society founded by Dr. Ambedkar. Another original clip wherein he would be seen among the galaxy of leaders like Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad and Mahatma Gandhi, who gathered to negotiate with the British delegation under Stafford Cripps. Parliament. Here is yet another original clip where he is seen putting his signature on the finished copy of the Constitution of India. He occupied lofty positions in the pre as well as the post-independence regimes, but not for a single moment he let his people slip from his sight. The funeral procession that you see here is acknowledged to be amongst the biggest anywhere, ended at Dadar Crematorium. A commemorative monument called the Chaitya Bhumi stands at the place where his mortal remains were consigned to flames.
I invite our respected principal sir to address the assembly.
Good morning, students. First of all, I would like to wish you all very, very happy Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar's birth anniversary. Today is 131st birth anniversary of Dr. Bharat Ratna, Baba Sahib Ambedkar. And since you are standing here, I don't want to take more time, but it is our duty to remember him and pay our homage to this great leader of our country. And we should say not only he was the leader of our country, but he was the world leader who propagated knowledge as the power. If there is anything we should learn from Dr. Ambedkar is to gain knowledge and take our decisions in life based on the education that we acquire. So he gave utmost importance to education in life, and education only can make one free. That is what his belief was. So if you want to live a free life with complete knowledge, then education is the only one thing which can make you live that kind of life. So education for empowerment, and that is why he has, through education, tried to empower people, to bring equality in the country. But you know, he had dreamt that after 10 years, when our constitution was brought into practice, there will be absolute equality. Unfortunately, we are still struggling to bring that equality in the society. And that is why, if we try to bring equality in society, that will be the greatest homage to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So let us resolve on his birth anniversary always to work for the equality, to work for education. And one last thing I want to tell you, that he was the most educated man in life. And this is the assignment I am giving to you, to know today when you go home, try to Google and find out about his education, because that will be the most inspiring thing to you all. What was his qualification? How many degrees he had earned? Okay, I know none of you will know this until you Google it out. So please find out home today education of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. What subjects and what degrees he had earned. And then how many books he must have read and how many books he has written. That itself is great thing to know on his birth anniversary. To my belief, there was no, and even today, till now, no man has acquired education as much as he had, even in those days with lack of resources. So please study and get education, because education is the only thing which can empower you and which can make great people like Dr. Ambedkar. Once again, happy Dr. Ambedkar Jayanti to you all. Today is also Mahavir Jayanti, one of the greatest, again, philosopher and saint in India. You know who founded Jainism. Today is also Baisakhi, and tomorrow is Vishu. So this is, and of course, the holy month of Ramadan is going on. So I wish all of you happy Vishu, happy Mahavir Jayanti, happy Dr. Ambedkar Jayanti, happy Baisakhi, and greetings of the. Oh, sorry, I forgot. That is day after tomorrow. There is also Easter. So all festive season has come together, and God's blessings will come to you from all the ways. Okay. So happy Easter and happy Ramadan, happy everything for you, and God bless you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Life should be great rather than long. We come to an end of today's assembly. Thank you and have a nice day.